Imagine a land where giant mountains look like they're touching the sky, where silent green forests hide wild animals, and where deep blue lakes shine like precious jewels. This is Italy's wild heart, a world full of magic, stories and beauty that many people never truly see. When most people think of Italy's, they imagine busy streets, fast scooters, warm pizza slices, steaming plates of pasta, and old stone buildings that tell ancient stories. They picture crowded squares filled with laughter, noisy markets with colourful fruits, and soft lights reflecting on narrow canals. But there is another side of Italy's, a side where you can hear only the sound of the wind through the leaves, the gentle songs of birds waking up the morning, and the quiet whispers of trees telling secrets to the stars. This side is filled with tall mountains, deep valleys, endless forests, peaceful lakes, hidden islands, and a sea that hugs the land like a gentle friend. It is a place where nature writes her own stories, slowly and beautifully on every stone and in every petal. Imagine standing high above the world on sharp, pale peaks that glow softly under the first light of dawn. In winter, these giants wear heavy coats of snow, turning everything into a quiet dreamland of white. In summer, green meadows burst with wildflowers, and small streams run like silver ribbons down the slopes. If you watch closely, you might see furry animals darting between rocks or birds soaring high, their wings touching the clouds. Deeper into Italy's wild lands, winter transforms forests into frozen palaces of silence. The air is so pure and cold that every breath feels sharp and clean. Frozen lakes become mirrors for the moon and stars at night, while soft snow muffles every sound but your heartbeat. When spring arrives, it feels like magic waking up. Snow melts, and tiny flowers push through the cold earth, painting the ground in bright reds, yellows, and purples. You might see graceful deer stepping softly among the trees, or wild cats moving like shadows. Further on, gentle mountains roll like soft waves across the land, covered in thick green forests and endless meadows. Wild boars dig in the earth, searching for hidden treasures beneath fallen leaves. Rare wolves move like ghosts in the mist, and wild horses gallop freely, their hooves striking the ground like distant thunder. In these mountains, the air smells of moss, pine needles, and fresh rain. In the heart of Italy's, hills rise and fall like the soft breathing of the earth. Silver-green trees stand proudly under the sun, and rows of grapevines draw neat lines across the land. Fields of bright flowers follow the sun with slow, graceful movements. Morning mist curls around the valleys, hiding villages that sleep peacefully on hilltops. Old stone houses and narrow streets whisper stories of long-forgotten days and silent nights filled with stars. At night, wild creatures walk quietly between fields and orchards, exploring a world untouched by busy hands. The lakes of Italy are like hidden pieces of the sky fallen to earth. Their surfaces shimmer with sunlight, while winds create ripples that dance like tiny silver fish. Along their shores, colourful wildflowers bloom, and quiet paths lead you into secret green spaces. Boats drift slowly, leaving soft trails behind, while swans glide silently, like white spirits of the water. Each lake is a mirror, holding the reflection of the mountains, the trees, and the endless sky all together in one peaceful picture. Further south in Italy, the earth feels alive, breathing beneath your feet. Smoking peaks stand tall and strong, holding the deep fire of the land inside them. Around these peaks, the soil is dark and rich, feeding fruits and vegetables that taste like pure sunlight. Tomatoes glow like small red suns, lemons shine like golden lanterns, and ancient trees grow with twisted trunks and deep roots. Here, people learn to live with the land's fierce spirit, respecting its strength and loving the gifts it offers. On the islands of Italy, everything feels magical and new. Peaks rise mysteriously, sometimes glowing in the moonlight like silent watchtowers. Forests blend with black volcanic fields, and bright orchards create a colourful dance across the hills. Wild herbs fill the air with sweet smells, and fruit trees grow strong under the endless sun. Hidden beaches wait between rocky cliffs, where seabirds gather and call out to each other in the wind. Some parts feel like ancient worlds, where white sand meets turquoise water so clear it feels unreal. Strong winds shape stones into strange shapes that look like giant sleeping creatures or fantastic sculptures. Under the waves, another secret Italy's world waits. Dolphins play like joyful children, leaping high above the water and splashing in bright arcs. Sea turtles move slowly and gracefully, like quiet dancers moving through a dream. Bright fish shimmer like living rainbows, hiding between rocks and waving seagrass. In hidden underwater gardens, coral blooms silently, full of tiny creatures in colours more beautiful than any painting. Nature in Italy's is like a giant storybook, every page filled with surprises, sounds and colours. Each mountain, each tree, each tiny flower carries a story waiting for you to hear. There are stories of fire and ice, of deep shadows and golden sunlight, of soft whispers and loud storms. When you walk through these wild places, you feel small, but your spirit grows big and free. You listen to the wind's gentle voice, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, and breathe in the scent of earth and blossoms. You learn that nature is not just something to see. It is a living soul that shares its heartbeat with yours. Italy's is not just about art on walls or plates full of bright food. It is also a land of wild animals hiding in quiet valleys, of bright fields stretching toward endless skies, and a forest that holds secrets older than any human memory. Here, you can watch the sunrise from a snow-covered peak and hear the waves singing good night to the moon. This is the true heart of Italy's, strong and gentle, wild and soft, waiting for you to explore its quiet mysteries. When you think of Italy's again, close your eyes and hear the mountain stream singing softly over smooth stones. Smell the fresh pine mixed with sweet wildflowers in a green forest. See a wild horse running across a sunlit field, mane flying like a flag of freedom. Taste a sun-warmed fruit that is so sweet it feels like you're eating pure sunshine. This hidden heart is a secret garden waiting behind the crowded streets and shining city lights. It is a place where the morning sun paints mountains in pink and gold, and where ancient rocks stand silent as wise old friends. In these quiet moments, you feel the spirit of Italy's breathing around you. In the snowy lands, winter covers everything in soft white, turning the world into a silent dream. Frozen lakes mirror the stars and the air tastes clean and sharp. When spring comes, it brings music and colour back to the land. As you move deeper into green hills and hidden valleys, every scent, every sound, every light feels like a private gift. Animals move quietly, leaving only footprints and gentle sounds. In the Golden Hills, fog moves like a soft blanket in the morning, and each season dresses the land in new colours. At the lakes, water shines like liquid silver, and the world seems to stand still in peaceful silence. Down in Italy's fiery lands, the ground glows with quiet power. Trees and plants reach up, full of life and energy. The people here understand the land's strength and live in harmony with its heartbeat. On Italy's islands, every curve of the coast and every hill tells a story of fire, wind and water. Under the sea, colourful gardens bloom in secret, home to creatures who dance in the deep blue. Italy's is a poem written by the wind, the rain, the stones and the stars. It is a quiet invitation to slow down, to listen and to feel deeply. When you finally open your eyes, you feel lighter and stronger, as if you have touched something eternal. Imagine one last moment. A small wildflower trembling on a lonely hill, glowing in the last golden light of the day. A drop of dew slides down its petal, catching the sunset before falling to the ground. In that single drop, you can feel the whole story of Italy's, gentle but strong, ancient but always new. This is the final whisper of Italy's wild spirit, a quiet promise that nature's beauty is endless. As we leave, the flower stands alone but full of life, inviting us to return, to explore more, and to listen again and again to nature's song. And even as you walk away from Italy's wild heart, you can still feel its soft breath on your skin. It follows you quietly like a gentle shadow, reminding you that the true treasures are often the ones you cannot hold in your hands. Every memory becomes a seed planted deep inside you, ready to grow when you need its gentle strength. As days pass, you may find yourself sitting in a crowded room, but in your mind you hear the silent echo of a distant waterfall. When you taste something sweet, you remember the wild berries you once picked under the warm sun in Italy's quiet fields. When you close your eyes at night, you see the moon dancing on still lake waters, painting silver trails across your dreams. Nature in Italy's is more than just a view. It is a gentle teacher, offering lessons in patience, wonder, and respect. She shows you how a single drop of rain can create a river, how a tiny seed can grow into a mighty tree, and how silence can be more powerful than 1,000 words. She reminds you that life is not always about rushing forward, but about breathing deeply and feeling each moment fully. When storms come, the wild heart of Italy stands strong and unafraid. Thunder echoes like ancient drums, lightning draws bright lines in the sky, and rain washes the earth clean, giving it a fresh new scent. After the storm, everything glows, leaves sparkle with raindrops, flowers open wider, and the air feels alive with new energy. In the cold quiet of winter, Italy's wild places rest under blankets of snow, dreaming softly of spring. Animals find hidden paths, moving silently through white forests and leaving only delicate footprints behind. The lakes freeze into glassy worlds, holding the secrets of summer beneath their still surfaces. When warmth returns, it arrives like a soft whisper. Buds open slowly, waking up after long sleep, and the first flowers stretch toward the sun like sleepy children. Birds return to fill the air with music, weaving bright songs into the morning light. Fields turn green again. Hills glow with life, and every breath feels full of hope. In the evenings, as the sky melts from blue to purple to black, Italy's wild heart becomes a theatre of stars. Each star sparkles like a tiny promise, a reminder that even in darkness, beauty shines brightest. The moon watches gently, guiding travellers and dreamers across the quiet land. Sometimes you hear an owl calling softly from deep in the forest, or the distant rustle of leaves as a fox passes unseen. cold breeze might brush your face, carrying the smell of pine and earth and old stories. You stand still, and in that moment, you feel connected to every tree, every stone, every wave that has ever touched this land. As you wander deeper into Italy's soul, you begin to understand that everything here moves in its own quiet rhythm. Flowers do not hurry to bloom, rivers do not rush to meet the sea, and mountains do not chase the clouds. They all live by the gentle clock of the earth, teaching you to slow your own heart and listen. When you finally return to your daily life, the spirit of Italy's wild heart stays with you. It lives in your footsteps, in the way you breathe, in the way you see the world around you. You carry its songs in your chest and its colours behind your eyes. Maybe you find yourself pausing to watch a single leaf fall from a tree, or smiling when you hear the wind sing through a narrow street. Perhaps you close your eyes and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, remembering the endless fields and soft hills of Italy's gentle embrace. These small moments become doors back to that secret world, where nature waits patiently, always ready to welcome you home. Italy's wild heart teaches you that true beauty is not loud or proud. It is soft, patient, and always present. It lives in the quiet glow of morning light, the sweet scent of wet earth, the soft touch of evening fog. It invites you to see the world not with your eyes alone, but with your whole spirit. In the end, you realize that you're not just visiting nature, you are part of it. The mountains remember your breath, the rivers remember your touch, and the trees remember your quiet steps. And even if you're far away, Italy's wild soul lives on in you, whispering softly, guiding you back to the gentle truth of the earth. So wherever you go, carry this wild heart with you. Let it remind you to look up at the stars, to listen to the rain, to feel the wind on your face. Let it teach you to love slowly, deeply, and forever. And when the world feels too heavy, close your eyes and return to that quiet flower, trembling on a lonely hill, glowing in the last golden light. Return to the silent lakes, the soft hills, the ancient forests. Return to Italy's wild heart, and feel the earth's soft song guiding you home once more. One day, as you wander through a quiet valley in Italy's heart, you might find a hidden path no one else has walked for years. The path is soft under your feet, covered in fallen leaves and tiny wildflowers that sway as you pass. Every step feels like entering a new chapter of an old story, a story written by the rain, the sun, and the wind. Birdsong follows you, echoing gently between the trees like tiny bells ringing in a faraway temple. The air smells of sweet herbs, damp earth, and fresh moss, filling your lungs with a sense of new beginnings. Sunlight filters through the high branches, creating golden rivers that dance on the forest floor. You pause to watch a single drop of dew slide down a leaf, catching the light and shining like a tiny diamond. A small insect crawls nearby, moving slowly and carefully, reminding you that even the smallest life has its own quiet purpose. In that moment, you feel the world become very still, as if everything is holding its breath just to share this gentle silence with you. Further along the path, you reach a clearing where wildflowers bloom in endless colours. Bright yellows, deep purples, fiery reds, and soft whites sway together like a living sea. Bees move from petal to petal, collecting tiny pieces of sunshine, while butterflies float above like delicate painted dreams. You sit down in the middle of this flower ocean, closing your eyes to feel the warmth of the sun on your face and the soft tickle of petals brushing your hands. You hear the gentle hum of life around you, a soft choir of hidden creatures singing their secret songs. Time disappears, and for a while there's no yesterday or tomorrow, only the heartbeat of the earth and your own quiet breath. Later, as you walk higher up a hill, the landscape opens wide. Rolling waves of green stretch out in every direction, with silver streams winding like shiny threads through the valleys below. In the distance, tall shapes of mountains stand proudly, guarding the land like wise ancient giants. The wind brushes your hair and whispers stories of storms, of old roots holding strong through many winters, of seeds that dream of blooming when the time is right. You feel small, but not alone, part of a larger breath that moves through every leaf and stone. Looking down, you see tiny villages hidden among the trees, small dots of warm lights that glow softly as evening begins to fall. When night finally arrives, the sky becomes an ocean of stars. You lie on your back and watch the universe move slowly above you, a quiet dance of silver sparks against a deep velvet sky. Shooting stars cross the darkness, leaving trails of light that feel like silent wishes traveling to secret places. An owl calls from far away, its voice echoing through the empty hills, a sound so ancient it feels like a voice from a dream. You wrap your arms around yourself and listen to the night's soft music, the gentle rustling of leaves, the distant splash of a fish in a nearby stream, the steady rhythm of your own heartbeat. The darkness does not feel empty here. It feels full of quiet life and deep comfort. In the early morning, before the first light touches the hills, the air is cold and sharp like new glass. Mist rises slowly from the fields and forests, wrapping everything in a soft silver blanket. Birds begin their morning songs, weaving thin threads of music into the pale dawn. When the first ray of sunlight breaks through, it paints the world in gold. Trees sparkle with dew, and each blade of grass shines as if it holds a tiny sun inside. The mountains blush in soft pinks and oranges, standing silent and proud above the waking world. As the light grows stronger, you hear the quiet sounds of life waking up. In the distance, a farmer guides his animals across a field, their shapes moving slowly in the morning haze. A child's laughter rises from a hidden garden, mixing with the gentle bells of sheep on a hillside. Walking down into the valleys, you pass old stone walls covered in wild vines. You touch the rough stones, feeling the warmth they have gathered from countless suns. You touch the rough stones, feeling the warmth they have gathered from countless suns. Tiny lizards dart between cracks, quick as sparks, disappearing just as your eyes catch them. Along a narrow path, you find an ancient olive tree with twisted branches reaching toward the sky like open hands. Its leaves shimmer in the light, silver and green dancing together in a quiet song. You stand beneath it, feeling its old spirit surround you, a silent guardian that has watched centuries pass like gentle waves. At a small spring nearby, you cup your hands to drink the clear, cold water. The taste is sharp and sweet, as if it holds the secrets of rain, stone, and deep roots. You wash your face and feel as if you're waking up again, fresh and new like the morning itself. As you keep moving, fields of golden grain stretch out under the open sky, swaying softly with each breeze. The sound of the wind in the tall stalks is like a soft river flowing across the land. Butterflies rise and fall, floating gently as if the earth itself is breathing them into the air. At the edge of these fields, you see old wooden fences and small gardens full of herbs and flowers. Tomatoes hang heavy and bright on their vines, and sunflowers turn their faces to follow the warm arc of the sun. Bees move busily between blossoms, carrying golden dust and humming small songs only they can understand. In the soft light of late afternoon, shadows grow longer, and everything seems to glow with a gentle warmth. You find a quiet place to sit, watching the land stretch out before you like an endless painting. You listen to the world breathe, to the small crackle of leaves, to the slow sigh of the wind, to the soft murmur of hidden water. Here, in this deep and wild heart of Italy's, you discover the secret language of nature, a language of patience, softness, and endless wonder. You realize that every moment is a gift, every breeze a gentle poem, every sunrise a quiet promise. And you understand more deeply than ever that this land is not only a place on a map, but a living soul that whispers to you, forever calling you home. As the last colours of sunset fade into a deep indigo sky, you find yourself standing at the edge of a quiet forest. The air is cool and carries the smell of pine needles, damp earth, and the faint sweetness of distant flowers. You can hear the gentle rustle of small creatures moving among fallen leaves, tiny feet padding softly in the darkness. A soft moon rises above the treetops, its silver light spilling across the forest floor like a quiet river. Shadows stretch and shift, creating a secret dance only the night can understand. You breathe deeply, feeling the cool night air fill your lungs and wash away every worry. As you walk deeper, fireflies begin to appear, glowing like tiny stars that have drifted down to earth. They blink slowly, floating between branches and above the grass, lighting your path in a magical, gentle glow. Each one feels like a small heartbeat, a flicker of wonder moving through the silent woods. At the centre of the forest, you find a hidden pond, still and black as polished stone. The moon's reflection shimmers on its surface, broken only by the soft rings of water as a fish rises to catch an insect. A frog calls from the edge, its voice echoing across the water like an ancient drum. You kneel down, touch the cool water with your fingertips and watch the ripples move out in delicate circles. The touch is electric, as if the pond itself shares its secret strength with you. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves, and for a moment it feels like the entire forest is breathing with you. Above you, the stars begin to multiply, each one shining brighter as the sky grows darker. The Milky Way stretches across the heavens like a soft, glowing river, carrying silent dreams to the far edges of the night. You lie on your back, feeling the earth solid beneath you and the universe endless above you, your heart beating in quiet rhythm with the stars. Far away, you hear the soft roar of the sea, its deep voice rolling in waves across the distant shore. You imagine the waves hitting rocks, breaking into white spray under moonlight, and then returning to the endless blue as a sigh. The thought of that wild water makes you feel both fragile and fearless, like a bird about to take flight into the unknown. You close your eyes and listen to the small sounds of the night, the gentle drip of water from a mossy rock, the quiet crunch of a distant deer, the high soft calls of night birds drifting above. In this moment, you are not just a visitor, you become part of the hidden life that moves softly through these dark hours. Your breath joins the mist that floats above the pond, your heartbeat echoes in the roots of the old trees, your spirit flows with the moonlit streams. When you open your eyes again, the world feels even more alive. The forest glows softly in the moonlight, every leaf painted in silver, every shadow a gentle secret waiting to be discovered. A small fox appears at the edge of the clearing, its eyes bright and curious, its steps careful and silent. You watch as it pauses to sniff the air, then slips away into the darkness, leaving only a faint memory behind. In that simple moment, you feel a bond, a shared understanding of quiet survival and hidden beauty. You feel the weight of time here, centuries of silent nights, countless lives woven together under the same moon. As dawn slowly approaches, the first hints of light brush the tips of the tallest trees. A soft greyness spreads through the forest, and the stars begin to fade like gentle ghosts returning to the sky. Birdsong returns, shy and cautious at first, then building into a joyful chorus that celebrates the new day. You rise and stretch, feeling every muscle wake up like a flower opening to the sun. The ground is cool beneath your feet, and tiny drops of dew cling to your skin like small crystal jewels. Your heart feels full and light, as if the night has shared its oldest, softest secrets with you. As you leave the forest, you look back one last time. The moon hangs low on the horizon, pale and tender, watching over the quiet world like a gentle guardian. You carry the memory of the silver leaves, the shimmering pond, the flickering fireflies, each one a tiny light now glowing inside you. Stepping into the first rays of morning sun, you understand that the true magic of this wild heart is not only in the grand mountains or deep seas. It lives in the quiet breath of the night, in the gentle steps of a fox, in the silent song of the stars above. It is a soft promise that no matter where you go, you can always return to this place in your heart, to listen, to breathe, to remember. And so, your journey continues, carrying the night's mysteries into the bright day ahead, forever changed, forever connected to the wild spirit that lives just beyond the edge of every path. Thank you for joining me on this magical journey into the wild heart of this beautiful land. I hope every whisper of the forest, every sparkle on the water, and every silent moment under the stars touched your spirit as deeply as it touched mine. If you felt the heartbeat of the earth, the breath of the wind, and the secret songs of nature, then this journey has truly come alive. Don't forget to like this video if it made you feel calm, inspired, or a little more connected to the world around you. Subscribe to the channel for more gentle adventures, hidden places, and stories that help us remember the beauty waiting beyond the city lights. And if you have a favourite wild memory or a secret place you love, share it in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep listening to the quiet voice of nature, keep dreaming under the stars, and keep exploring with an open heart. Because the world is full of wonders waiting for us to notice them, softly, slowly, and with love. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to wander with you again soon. See you in the next video.